Hello there everyone and welcome back. It's been a few days since my last video of Battlefleet Gothic, aside from maybe the multiplayer discussion video I did the other day, but that was an interesting last episode with the battles I had with Calimar. It seemed like there was a lot of promise with the Arcanite there, but I think my lesson was learned is that I should try to stop being so aggressive, at least if I suspect they have multiple Maelstroms. If I could somehow get the feel that they're going more same hand favor and forfeiting a handful of their Maelstroms on their, at least on the battle cruisers or void stalkers or whatever they maybe feel is more than likely to top the battle cruiser battleship combo, but if I can get a feel that they're just using same hand as opposed to heavy Maelstroms, I could probably still get in there super aggressively and not really worry about taking a lot of damage, at least for the frigates anyway. We've seen that the Void Stalker and even my Aurora's been pretty good about avoiding the damage, but it's easy with the Auroras since they're all so burst-centric. They fire their Pulsars, torpedoes, and then they practically just can do nothing for a good long while there. At least 20 seconds is what it tells me here, so it's not like they need to commit to flying closer to the ship and leave themselves vulnerable to more Maelstroms. So that worked out surprisingly well. I still believe that the Holofield will basically, as soon as the Holofields are charged there for Calimar or even any Eldar player, then these Auroras are probably going to be very limited in their use, so much so that I think next time if I fight up against another mirror match against Eldar, I'm probably going to forfeit at least the 4 Auroras for 2 Eclipses and maybe 1 Aurora there. Because that way, I have less torpedoes to worry about since they are kind of a liability, and then trade them for more star cannons, which should not be undervalued at all for this type of matchup. Sure, they're more consistent fire, so it's going to be tricky to get full value out of them if I'm going to be doing hit and run style, but with 25 armor, these things are just as potent as any Pulsar would be, against any other ship anyway. I still argue that the Pulsars with the Holofields still probably not all that effective, but when Calimar at the very least is going to be standing still for me, giving me maximum value on my Maelstroms I need to add, then these Pulsars are going to be really damn useful, so we'll see what happens if I get another rematch down the road. Alright, so I only played this type of mission mode as Defender only once, and god, that was a weird experience for me. Because Space Station Assault as Eldar, at least defending, is going to play out dramatically different than what you're used to. For one, I am kind of forced to have to fight Calimar at his spawn point as much as I can, I think. Because my space station is fragile. I think it goes without saying. It's going to be weird. Now, how do I want to play this? Because I have to be mindful Calimar's probably utilizing the Holofield negating Pulsars, or was it Lances, so we'll have to see. It's just a question, do I need any fighters in any way at all? That's the big question, because it's really tricky to have Shadow or Void Stalker kind of protect my battle station if I'm trying to get aggressive, so I feel like it may be too tricky for me to actually do that, as far as I'm concerned. Also, let me get these level 9s in. I would like to get them their experience. So 600 points, we still got a lot of firepower potential. We do have enhanced sensors and at least my Hellborn, but I will explain the predicament I'm put in here. Alright, well, I'm already Eldar, so I don't want to switch to Eldar. I'm kind of comfortable with the Eldar I am. And I don't want to have constant series of the same person over and over again, because this feels like it could get really repetitive and probably not all that exciting there, especially if the matchup, I feel like if it's figured out, then there's not really a lot to learn, and it's just very repetitive. Especially if I'm on, I don't know about the winning side, but on the losing side, I feel like if the matches with boss there, it feels like it just gets repetitive with the chaos matchup a little bit, but I feel like I'm gaining ground there with some experience. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. I feel like I like the diversity for the sake of at least for the recording, if nothing else. Now, how do I want to set up my fleets? I think I go 1 Aurora, 1 Eclipse per group, as weird as it may sound. The speed difference may make it easier for me to do my attack runs without them messing with each other's pathing, possibly. I am going to have to, without a doubt, get aggressive. So that's going to be a tricky part here. And where do I want to put my mines? Because the thing is, I don't want to put them in a place that they're going to hurt me. So I want them as far forward as possible, and ideally slow them down. So I think I just put them in the middle there. Give me as much open space as possible. And ideally deny him the ability to use this gas cloud. And I'm crisscrossing like this, so at least that way, the mines can be a little more narrower. Maybe not much. At least that's the thought process anyway. They're kind of out of my way, and I can use them to punish him if he tries to go for this gas cloud some. I don't know how practical it is going to be, because this is, quite frankly, the second time I did a space station assault. And here's my predicament. 25 armor, I have supercharged void shield, 500 shields on this thing, so shield transfers are not a reliable way to get my shields back up. At least as far as like Maelstrom or something that could punish my hull heavily. So, let's go get the torpedoes going. Let's not forget my Hellborn. The control groups are a little bit odd because I'm so used to Group 1 being my middle group. So, this is going to be awkward because torpedoes are going to be scary, but it still has the health points, so should be okay in that regard. I just need to keep grouped up. I need to be able to punish them really well. And also, I gotta remember, I'm hitting Group 3, and of course that's my Hellborn right there, so you're Group 1. Let's fix this now properly. Alright, Group 2, get going. Group 1, get turning. Hellborn, you get spotting. And let's see, hope this works as well as I'm hoping, at least. This is going to feel a little bit weird without my Void Stalker. Now, I haven't been detected yet, so... Oh, this is also another problem. The hotkeys are going to be off too, because my Auroras are on C and my Eclipses are on V. So that's going to be a pain in the ass too, but... I am taking hits, alas, there. Wait. Well, am I reading that right? Can I actually not repair my space station either? Oh boy, this is going to get amusing. This is going to get real amusing really quick. But I gotta be careful of my lack of sensors, mind you, but... He fired torpedoes. I think he's lost his focus a little bit because he's coming after me for the time being. Which I think I'm okay with, but I need this Hellborn also spot for me. Now, can I fire the Auroras? Yes, I can. Now, and thankfully... Let's see. Come on, get those hotkeys figured out here quickly. We'll try intercept these some. Sure, beacon away. Because you're going to take some hits there. Once his booster is gone, this will hurt some, I'm hoping. Now, the one thing I don't know that I've been neglecting, let's see, as I dodge these torpedoes, is... Does he have the ability to negate my holofield or not? Because this is going to murder his cruiser really quick. I could dodge that well because my Wraithbone shift's already up. And I don't think he has the ability to negate that. But we're on a bit of a clock now. So we gotta be careful. That thing is pretty much dead in a moment, so I want to finish that off. I want to do damage to this Admiral ship. And let's see. Now, fire torpedoes, let's get the hell out and make sure these also get out. Yeah, that was a mistake there. I let the Holofield die. This is a really weird matchup for me just because everything's all mixed up. So that may be my biggest downside there, is having these different hotkeys. But that's one ship down. My fighters should be able to intercept those torpedoes, I'm hoping. But, again, this is going to get weird. This is going to get weird. If I could start killing more of these things, that's good, because armor doesn't matter. I just don't know why I can't repair. That's the weird thing about this setup. And I'm going to have to take defensive maneuvers here some. And he is going to hit himself with his own torpedoes, so I think I'm thankful for that, at least. Now, let's get this thing killed quickly then. I don't think I have much choice, and lock on may be a bit of a weird choice, but let's try it regardless. And I think we're going to do something daring here. Okay, my Eclipse took the torpedo hits. That's probably a mistake. Let's brace for impact. Yeah, I do have supercharged void shield, so that helps some. Not much. But this is a really weird matchup for me, and the lack of repairs really baffles me too. I'm probably still gonna lose this because I could have done this a little bit better. Oop, did I accidentally turn... I accidentally mute the music there because I want to spawn my frigates. So let's try and end this quickly. I do have shields. He is gonna boost, mind you, so this is gonna go well. I do have brace for impact, but what are my alternatives right now? Not much just yet. If only I could do that damage faster there. Being a little... like, there's where I need to be aggressive. The reason right there, but... with a little more time, if I was faster killing them, and, of course, not messing up with that micromanagement early on, that could have worked well for me. The mines did what they needed to, which was deter them quite heavily. It slowed him down. I don't even think... did Calimar even fly through the mines there, or did he go completely around? Because I can kill those things so damn quickly with good control. But the mistake I made, of course, was having those groups mixed up as they are. Because I'm not able to switch the false maneuver to be on a consistent hotkey there, so that was the problem there. I got thrown off in so many areas there, so... If I was on top of my game with the hotkeys and all that, would that have been better? I feel like it would have, because I easily would have killed an air battleship before it even got close to me, or at least a cruiser. And I feel like that's a big different story, especially the one that had no health left. If I had killed that before it got the ram in, then its ramming damage would not have contributed at all there too, which would have been a benefit. It would have at least made that station last a little bit longer to possibly get another kill. So... that was a weird matchup, and I'm shocked I couldn't even get emergency repairs going on that thing. That was really weird. Thankfully, I lost nothing there besides a heavily damaged Aurora from the explosion, mind you. That was from the battle station, keep in mind. Because he wasn't engaging me at all, and I didn't pay attention to his orc upgrades. We'll see what happens. Well, I was going to get paired up with Calimar, I'm going to assume anyway, but I think Calimar was put up with another Admiral level 8 fleet, because I was waiting for a little bit, as made apparent by the fact we're fighting a 250-point battle. So, I'm going to continue being generous here. I'm going to try practicing more with the Hellborns, and try to rely not so much on the Falls maneuver, because if I can get away in certain situations not using that cooldown, so that way I can get different benefits off it for maybe more aggressive play, because sometimes I use the false maneuver to turn around and just get a nice attack run in when they're not expecting it. It has some really good value there, and one of my favorite maneuvers that I haven't really got to do very much with the torpedoes yet, since I started getting back into Eldar, was boost in, and halfway through my boost, launch torpedoes when I'm hopefully as close as I can be, and then false maneuver with the Wraithbone ship still going. That's one of my favorite maneuvers, and it seems like it can be really damn good at getting reliable hits with torpedoes, because it catches your opponent off guard too sometimes. So long as you're not too predictable with that maneuver, I think. But I haven't been doing as much as I would like there, and I feel like that's part of the reason why some of my torpedoes haven't been all that effective, I feel like. And now, I think let's keep these Hellborns grouped together. I think that was a bit of my problem when I was fighting up against the Tau fleet, but of course it's Tau, which means they have lots of turret weaponry that makes it really difficult for me to dodge anyway, more often than not, whereas at least Imperial Navy I can kind of keep on their prow, and so long as I dodge their torpedoes, I'm in golden shape. It's just the Dauntless's torpedoes and maybe a couple of frigates I need to be mindful of. But let's try and use this as an opportunity to practice not relying so much on the false maneuver, because I like the possibility of getting more out of false maneuver. With that said, use it more aggressively rather than as evasive maneuvers and escaping. And I think we know where he's deployed at, 3 ships, so this could very well be 3 Dauntlesses. This is almost assuredly 3 Dauntlesses, I feel like. Now, if he's a brand new player in that case, then he probably has also... probably doesn't know what I'm fielding when I fire these torpedoes, quite frankly, so we'll see what happens. Something is boosting though, so... That is interesting. So, he clearly did a battle already at some point, because he has Salt Run. I hear ships over here. Let's not kid ourselves, I hear ships. With this boost maneuver. It's somewhere over here. It sounds like weird... It sounds like weird... Like, it sounds like my computer fan in some cases, if you were to listen to it a certain way, but we know he's over here somewhere. And I have extended sensors, except on my level 9, which I'm hoping to get its level 10 in this battle, because it's so damn close. And then we'll just have one more Aurora that needs, what, 2 more matches, I think, and we'll be golden. So, we're not fooled. Not in the slightest, I know where he's at. This is going to feel like hacking, I apologize, fella, because I'm not fooled for an instant. Although that wasn't quite the best attack run I would like. Now, with that said, he can nope. Not the best Pulsar run there, but I got damn good hits since he kind of stood still for me. And he has lances too, so that makes my job even easier too. I don't want to kill his ships there, but I don't think he's going to know about the idea of running away or warping out just yet. So, oh. And this is where the false maneuver would have been perfect if I wasn't already turning, mind you, because I could immediately punish that disengage he was trying to do. It's going to be brutal, it's going to be painful, and I'm going to dodge these plasma bombs relatively well. And let's see, he doesn't have extended sensors because we saw he's using them for efficient, what is it, emission dissipator. I was calling him efficient emissions or whatever the hell I was going to call him just a moment ago. But he is turning around again. That again was not the most effective type of turnaround, and not to mention I'm already too far away. But I'll withhold using the Maelstrom for now. Up, Salt Run. I'm fine with that. Hell, let's go after his frigate.
Yes, Commander.
Since he's committing to running away already. Is that a frigate or Dauntless? Oh yeah, who am I kidding? He had 3 Dauntlesses. He has like 340 points after all. So we'll dodge most of these. We got good torpedo hits there. And sadly that is a level 1, so he doesn't have the benefit of solid boosting with them. But it was a bit of a bait, wasn't it? Ooh. Those torpedoes are brutal when he makes it easy for me to hit. Oh god. Oh god, this is gonna be painful. I apologize now. I even forget your name. I forget the name off your top of my head. It was like B plus something something maybe. We'll just try and whittle down his ships there and only kill when I have everything already crippled in that case. Because this is gonna hurt. That's gonna definitely hurt. I'm gonna have to be forced to repair that. And now, with him flying towards me like he is, I'm gonna have to go and disengage. Now, Salt Run is definitely an effective strategy here, at least, because what he's doing to me, I'm going to do to him. Oh, that was a bad misclick. I thought for a moment that was my Auroras. I still got the torpedoes off. He got a lucky point defense hit, but now he's taking them a little more seriously now. So go in. We do have Void Blending. I'm going to try not to kill a ship still, but... Let's see, I have False Maneuver. I just did. It was timed poorly with my torpedoes, alas, so not gonna get the hits I would like. But he can't see me, so he doesn't know where I'm going, and I'm not used. He may be able to hear me if he knew about that mechanic. Ooh, and he might ram himself. This is gonna hurt if it does. All right, so he didn't kill himself. He didn't ram his ship just yet. That's a plasma bomb, so long as I'm hitting, I'm fine with that.
Until the end.
And I have torpedoes, I have pulsars, let's get this going. And that's gonna hurt, is it? 100 points of damage, but again, it is a frigate, so it's taking double the damage as a result. So, those torpedoes are gonna hurt. You better let that warp out. For the good of your fleet, let it warp out, please. I'm kinda toying with you at this point. Maybe it's a little cruel, but I'm trying to help you here. Now, get this going. Get that going. Get disengaging. I will have no choice but to kill him now, I think. He's made his point clear, so no more missing ice guy, I guess. And I still have Void Blending to hide this ship, so... Let's finish this off, shall we? No hull breach or fires. That would have been nice there to seal the deal on that ship. and give him time to reconsider his option of getting that thing out. And now, let's try and kill this one ship here, because I have Silent running for more disengage maneuvers. Do I quite have torpedoes? No, I do not. Not for another 5 seconds. I don't quite have repair options either, so we gotta be careful about taking more unnecessary damage if I can help it. Alright, come on in. Let's keep an eye on Aurora. And do those torpedoes hit? Don't look like they will, alas, so... Ooh, we got a hit, and then the other one looked like it went right through the engine. Alright. He is leaving it hanging there, so maybe there's hope for his fleet just yet. It's a nice little challenge for me. Maybe not the most exciting because I'm kind of pulling way too many punches here. But I want to practice my game, for crying out loud. There's no fun in murdering someone that's going to be no challenge. Although this thing's dead no matter what, so... If we pulled our punches enough, there's not much more I can do. Although, let's not get this thing killed. Let's try not to get my ships killed. Because I am going to have to boost on out. Insubordination. Okay. He sealed the deal there. His ships are now dead. I tried as much as I could. He didn't want to take the hint, so now he's going to be left with the repair bill. Now, let's bring the point home, shall we? Because I know I can dodge these with the Hellborn. We've been doing well so far. Nope, sadly, only one torpedo. Ooh, we did get 2 torpedo hits. I'm still withholding using my dang Maelstrom, mind you, so I think we should fix that. Seal the deal now. This is going to hurt a little bit, mind you, but it did cause an insubordination. It caused another critical hit, so it is worth it without a doubt. Now, let's hunt our prey, shall we? Let's hunt our prey, keep an eye on repairs. 10 seconds and this thing will be back in good shape. And these 2 Hellborn could just finish this thing off, I think. Almost. Almost. And sadly, just a little bit off angle there. Just a tiny bit, but the Pulsars are enough to finish it off. Let's seal the deal then. He's gonna fly into my Maelstrom and get it killed for me. I was gonna say that and it didn't happen. Come on, finish it off. Oh, I lost my dang torpedoes, so that's inconvenient. Oh god, the insubordination's on this thing. This may be fatal. No, it's not. Unless the void explodes. Alright, well that was a fun exchange. It may seem cruel. It felt like I was playing with my prey more, but I was trying to help him in all honesty. I gain nothing if I just murder his fleet immediately. There's nothing to be gained. There's nothing to learn. I feel like this benefits me more, because as you saw, there is value with the false maneuver going aggressively. It is more dangerous without a doubt. That could have cost me if those Pulsars did not kill that Dauntless. And now, I hope he can repair his fleet if nothing else. I really do hope so. Because that's going to be a rough start for him. He did get his... I assume he won his first match because he has 2 cruisers that are level 2, mind you. So he at least has some renown to repair him, but he's going to learn the hard way really quickly if I keep fighting him. But, the third Aurora's all done there. We have 1 more, and that requires 2 matches, I believe, for its level 10, and then the light cruiser fleet's all set. And then I have to somehow figure out how I'm going to get experience on my shadows when they're not integral to my main strategy. I use them more as support ships, mind you, so having 3 of them is kind of a little excessive. I feel like they can still be really damn useful against the Eldar mirror match, because I feel like the first match with Calimar last episode, there was so much potential there. There was still a lot of health to deal to the Voidstalker, mind you, but I think I've been playing a little too aggressively with the presence of 4 Maelstroms against me, so I probably should play a little more safer until those are burnt out. If I could get like a Maelstrom of my own for when he's staying still, but again, I'm thinking more of the player and not the matchup, which I feel like is a big liability if I start thinking that way. At least for just general play. Alright, so we have Tau 700 points with a player I have no idea who they are, so I can make a few assumptions about maybe he's not a level 10 fleet, but I have to take a Custodian super seriously, so I need a way to be able to negate the bombers and negate the possibility of just dying immediately, if nothing else. So, let's keep true to what I like here, and we have more extended sensors to help with my vision coverage some, so I'm not blind if nothing else, if I'm worried about actually, well, I don't know what I really need the vision for. Custodian can't really do anything drastic because it's lack of high energy turns, so if he is going to try the fighter cutting strategy, it may not work very well, because the Void Stalker with fully trained, what are these ships called? It's not even going to tell me. No, just fighter squadrons. I forget if they're called Raptors or something else, so either way, these things are just as durable, if not potentially more so. It's just a little more random with the Eldar fighters, just because of since it's what, a 60% chance of them just not suffering destruction when they get hit, so it is a little more random, but it is potentially better overall. It's the randomness that scares me for obvious reasons, because it means they could die immediately and do nothing or what. Nonetheless, I'm really fond of this fleet composition. It can work well. Just Tau are the ones that are the scariest because of the sheer amount of railguns they have that can shoot at me immediately as soon as I'm detected, so I need to be ready to take evasive maneuvers quickly in that regard, and maybe fire torpedoes early on at a distance to kind of force him to break his formation some, because that's something I haven't really been doing so much as Eldar, mainly because I've been trying to conceal what my fleet composition is more often than not, because people don't play Eldar enough as is, and I'm sure as hell no one's really used to dealing with Eldar torpedo strategies, since all the Eldar, at least that I played with the majority of the time, have been all about the bombers, focusing entirely on that and doing what we've seen with the Custodian, just stay at max range and try and pepper them with bombers until they succumb to their wounds, with the occasional Pulsar shots when it's not too risky. Of course, they have means to kind of get in close safely with Phantom Disruption, and of course Void Blending helps a little bit in that regard too. But nonetheless, I think I should try to start experimenting with just forcing him to get disorganized some, especially when he has a tight formation of his fleet. And we see 6 ships, so he has 2 possibly hidden. Maybe I can hear for him. I don't know how easy it is to hear for him. Oh wait, he's giving it away, isn't he? So this is a Stronghold and Custodian. That's normally how the points line up for 600 or 700 point fleets, so let's try and fire some torpedoes. We have beacons going, so let's try and fire some torpedoes. Very unlikely to do damage, but if they can get they're better than pretty much any other torpedoes, so there's always the chance they can get some hits and soften them up, and it sets a nice message for him that I can break his fighter wall, at least through brute force if nothing else. So let's get on moving. Let's try to evade these some, and I do have Solid Run as an easy out for any seeker missiles he might be trying to send my way. Hell, I should be Solid Running early on, because I think we know where his stronghold's hiding. I just don't know if there's like a visual indicator to give away that the stronghold's over here or not. We are hearing repairs. That doesn't really tell me much though. Not yet. So let's find our stronghold. Have some fun with it. Because it's like the one thing where we can kind of assume what he's going to be doing with it to at least a certain extent. Now, can I get an opportunity to fire more torpedoes with that said? Because we don't see any bombers, we don't see any fighters. And I gotta keep an eye for detection on this thing too, because I'm gonna be getting really dangerously close to this mine. Or this asteroid belt. And he may not even have a stronghold, that's entirely possible. Or am I doing the points wrong there again? Yeah, he could be right on the edge there and I wouldn't even know it. But why am I worried about the cutting laser is the big question. I could be doing the math wrong, that's a possibility. Because it's been forever since I actually played Tau effectively. It could be 5 ships, seriously, for the Stronghold Custodian. That may be why I'm mixing up there. Either way, let's try and get our kill here. We did what we could scan the asteroid belt, if nothing else. And if he actually does have Stronghold, then that's fine by me. And we kill ourselves a warren before it can even do anything, so I'm fine with that too. Trade too. So, hit the Void Stalker. You give away your Earth Cache, so we know you're not very mobile, at least. So now I just gotta get some damage in on you. So let's fire at this. Fire some torpedoes. Try to, although this lineup is probably not working very well for me. Oh, and also I've been detected, so let's fix that too, and not hit ourselves as a result of that. Although I think the fighters killed all that anyway. Alright, so 2 Earth Cache. I have repairs still. I just gotta start softening them up and crippling these things, which I can do. It's gonna be tricky engaging, mind you, but at least I can maybe force the bombers to go after the Auroras on the flank. And I still have Solid Rain, that's not a big deal either. And it looks like he's micro-warp jumping. Super aggressive micro-warp jump. That's kind of cute. I don't know if it was a good play, mind you, but it's kind of cute. And so I gotta be mindful of the Solid Run. I don't care if his Seeker missiles don't do crap, though. But these Auroras are in a bad spot, so we're gonna need to move them. Now, kill the shields if nothing else, and get us in a warning kill. The Solid Run went off at a bad time. That really sucks, but I still have fighters. Not perfect, mind you, but I still have fighters to easily negate these, so it's... all is not lost just yet. Let's just get these ships going. Let's hopefully jam this thing so I can maximize my damage potential. Oh, I'm already spot because I lost Solid Run at a bad time too on them. It is only a warning. So it wasn't all that exciting, but we killed his escort fleet. With that said, I did get a critical hit there from random railgun fire, so let's not get too excited. So let's not get too carried away. We do have the Protector. He is a level 10 fleet, mind you, so... And he has a Crude War Spear, so that's kind of amusing. I need to get out of vision, though, for safety's sake. There. We're safe from harm. We have bombers. We have means to do damage to this thing. Now, Auroras help contribute. And maybe, if possible, get some torpedoes on this. I gotta be mindful of my cogitators being burnt too quickly, though. So, Stasis Bomb, do your thing. He doesn't have a micro-warp jump, so I think he's just dead. Seeker missiles are gonna hurt. Just a little bit, but that thing's dead. Just get this out. Oh, and be mindful, I may just flew right into my own ship, so... Gotta be mindful of that. That was a little bit riskier than probably needed to be. But we killed his Protector. Those torpedoes are probably crap. They're probably not going to do anything because I'm not accounting for his positioning when the stasis bomb goes off very well. But this looks like I'm in really good shape killing off his fleet. I feel bad for the Crude War Spear being only a level 5, mind you. But it's like the easiest thing to hit. It's like... It's not even fair, and I could have... I'm talking too much, I think, at this point. So... Let's try and focus on killing this thing, and then leave just the Custodian. Okay, I do have repairs back up, so let's get reloads going. I'm surprised the Pulsar didn't fire there. It's probably because I didn't set to actually target the ship, the Crude War Spear. That might be my problem. Alright, let's get this going. I'm messing up my controls now. Let's disengage. We have means to. Now, repair. The belt armor's gone. Boost away. And let's kill off this War Spear, actually. It's taking more shots than it probably needs to. Yeah, I'm losing control of my camera a lot here, too. That's a bit of a pain. I am not happy how this is performing right now, but its shields are also down. I've been missing out a good opportunity to kill this thing. So let's do that. Okay, You can go in for your flank. He's not going to expect it with the railguns, if nothing else. And that is going to escape. Can we do damage to it, though? I need to kill his shields for that to even matter. And I am inside a beacon, so let's not get too excited just yet. Now, everyone get on in, do your thing. Oh, he's already bailing, so I'm not going to try and cancel his warp. This thing's pretty much dead already. Oh, oops, I forgot I turned on the auto cast boring, so that's part of the reason why I never lightning strike. Well, at least for Eldar anyway, but I think it's dead regardless. No matter what I do there, until he flies out of that damn thing. Nope, that's game. So that was a bit of an interesting match. I don't know how effective that is as fighting against Tau in general, because I feel like with him being spread out, I could destroy his fleet bit by bit, to be perfectly honest. And I sure as hell wasn't expecting a Crude War Speeder. And I did line up the points poorly, didn't I? It's 5 ships it's supposed to be for a damn stronghold. Since that's what, 200 points there, the Custodians being 400, so yeah. He wouldn't have been able to afford much else at that point, so I'm assuming anyway. It's been forever since I played Tau, though. I'm thinking, what is it? The fleet I would go with the Custodian would be like a Protector and Sauce, or 2 Sauces of some kind, one of which was be my Daelif, and that's where you get to 6 ships, I think. And at least with the Daelif, that'd be more like 8. So I don't know where it was going, so confident that it was a Stronghold and Custodian. But nonetheless, that was a fun experience there. I enjoyed that match. Hard to really say until I look at the recording how I could improve on that. Because yeah, that Custodian was dying instantly there. Once I decided to actually fight it there, I messed up with my controls quite a bit near the end, but we were segmenting his fleet really damn well, with his frigates basically flying in headlong, one at a time. We got damn good isolation on the Protector, and without its micro warp jump and him not actually take the torpedoes seriously again, it just died immediately. So I call that a successful mission, or a game, or successful round if nothing else. And how are we doing on progress? Still be a while till I get level 8 on anything, so I'll keep the poll going there. In fact, maybe in the last video or 2 I'll put in a poll for everyone to vote in to see what faction I should play as next, because I'm hoping by the time I get my Eclipses to level 8, that should be, well, about 4 or 5 episodes from now, roughly, then I'll probably move to another faction. So far it's 1 for Tau, 1 for Eldar, some more anyway, and 1 for Space Marines, so keep the feedback coming there.